Mark Johnson with Iconica Studios. Today we're going to do something fun, easy. I'd say 7 years old up. So here we go. What you're going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to make an animated scene. It's the simplest way to do this. You're going to basically be drawing two drawings that are slightly different on what amounts to two different pieces of paper, and then using a pencil, you're going to animate it. So I'll show you here how this works. You'll need a ruler, a marker of some sort, a pencil, and an eraser, maybe. I try not to erase. I find that erasing and then fixing causes you to do the same line that you did before. And if you're used to drawing a certain thing, you're going to redraw the same mistake. But if you can see that mistake, then when you draw the second line, you can compensate and correct it and then erase the bad line. I don't think there really are bad lines and mistakes, but just to make our things easier, I'm going to use those words. I think anything can end up looking good. So here, let you take a piece of paper, cut it, tear it, whatever. You don't have to measure it, but you could, let's say, about 2.5 inches wide. I'm just guessing. I don't like to be super exact on things like this. It's just fun to kind of just do it. Tear a narrow strip of paper, or cut a narrow strip of paper, either one, like I'm doing here. I just laid the ruler down and then pulled the paper up and towards the ruler, and you get a nice crisp edge. Now, set your ruler and your scrap aside. You might need them. Take that strip and fold it long ways. There we go. Now you got essentially two strips of paper, right? Open that up. The fold's at the top. Now you got what we'll call the second piece of paper, or whatever you want to call it. First piece, second piece. This bottom piece, that's better. The bottom half of the paper is what you're going to draw on. If you go too high, you're not going to be able to see it when you animate it. Take your pencil and draw something on the bottom that is something that can be repeated. So, waving. High, left, right, left, right. In two drawings, I can show that. Left, right, left, right. Bouncing a ball. Down, up, down, up. Whoops. An eraser is harder to bounce, especially one shaped like that. Down, up, down, up. Blink an eye or winking an eye. Great. You shut it, you open it. Now, something like falling down isn't going to work because you're walking along, you fall. If you were to animate that in 2 steps, you would get walking, falling, and then falling backwards back to standing. That wouldn't look great. Now, it might be funny, but it wouldn't look natural. So something can be repeated. I'm going to do a hand waving. So make it super simple. I'm just going to draw lightly my arm, a sleeve, there we go, and then a hand. Now I'm just drawing the basic shapes of a hand. I'm going to start with a piece of bread, basically, a square, whatever you want to call it, a thumb, and then some fingers. I'm going to draw 3 fingers to simplify. Thumb and 3 fingers. So 4 fingers total. I can detail this later. So there we go. There's my drawing. Keep it simple because you're going to have to draw this again. Now, I'm going to go ahead and marker it. I want it dark so it can be seen and traced with the other piece of paper. Give it an elbow. This is where you correct your mistakes. Well, you correct them beforehand, and any other ones, this is where you decide your final lines. I might do 4 fingers, well, 5 fingers total, because it just looked wrong the way I drew it. There, right? Simple. I kept it low on the paper, pencil first, then to ink or marker. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower my paper, and I can see now through that paper, and if you can't see through it, hold it against a window or put it on a piece of glass with a flashlight underneath. I've got a light table. Hope that didn't blind you. But now I can see my drawing through it. And I'm gonna draw, starting at the sleeve, another sleeve going the other direction. And now I don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to draw the same arm. I like building with basic shapes. That hand is basically a square, a circle, a teardrop, and then rectangles for fingers. Everything can be broken down into teardrops, into basic shapes. Okay, now let's marker it. I'm gonna make sure that my marker doesn't bleed through by putting a piece of paper in between. Aha, gotcha. Decide what lines I want. There's my thumb. Okay, now if you want to, go in and erase the pencil lines on both drawings. Simple enough. Okay, now if you want to, you can go in and add some flavor. Okay, I'm just going to put some designs on the sleeves, maybe dots. It's a polka dotted shirt, because everybody wears polka dotted shirts nowadays. Now you got to repeat it the same way because it's the same shirt. You don't want to change it up. You don't want to put stripes on the second one. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow here. A little bit of shadow here. You can't see that, but it is shadowed. Now take a pencil or a dowel rod or anything you want that's thin, and let's turn this off now. That's this shape, right? At the bottom, grab the top layer only, wrap tightly your paper around the pencil, and start rolling up towards the top. Keep it tight. It has to be tight. All the way to the top. Make sure that your rolling is going right to the top and is staying in line with the top. There, now I've got a nice tight curl, right? Now you're going to take your pencil, put it inside that little spot, grab the top of your drawing, just a little bit of it, and you're going to swing your pencil back and forth. What I do is I slant my pencil so that I can get the, because if I do it like this, it can flip off. But if I do it like this, some of it comes off, but most of it stays on. You just flip, and hopefully you can see that hand is waving at you. If you do it too slow, it looks like two hands on two drawings. If you do it fast enough, it looks like it's waving. Yeah, that's it, man. It's simple, fun. Color it if you want to. Get as elaborate as you want. But if you're not a person that has that talent or that gift or that ability, make it as simple as you want. This is how animators work. They create a movie by drawing thousands of these. It takes somewhere in the amount of 24 drawings to create 1 second of a movie, an animated movie. So, but yeah, you draw 24 and then you've got a second of film, a second of a story. So imagine how many you have to draw to get the entire story. But that's how it works, how animation works. That's how you can animate with just some basic things. Paper, pencil, marker, eraser if you want it. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to finish this and use it as the thumbnail so it can look really cool. You can see exactly what it would look like in the end. Thank you for watching, and check out some of my other videos. I have stuff on music, art, and anything that I find exciting and cool. Thank you so much. After a while, bathroom tile.